Rainforest Wild Asia, Mandai's 5th park, is an immersive rainforest adventure like no other. With winding trails that take you over streams and rocky paths, you'll find yourself surrounded by the sights, sounds and scents of the rainforest. The animal habitats are designed to feel completely natural, so spotting the wildlife becomes part of the adventure, just like a real jungle trek. Whether you're after a relaxing stroll through the shaded canopy or something a little more adventurous, there's plenty to explore for the whole family. Welcome to Wonderland.
Hello everybody, we are at Rainforest Wild Asia, Singapore's latest zoo. We are here on a preview day. It's not open till March 12th.
Yeah, really excited to be here today. There's a buzzing atmosphere which is nice. We already stepped into the first bit and it's impressive already. You feel like you're going through this cave. Really like you're submerged in nature already. So yeah, we are going to crack on and get started seeing around what's here. I haven't really looked at much of the social media. I kind of wanted it to be a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I haven't looked either.
Yeah,
good,
so we can go and explore it together.
I was distracted just now because we're being photobombed by the kids and one of our friends who is our favourite, Mandai staff member Lorraine. So yeah, we're going to go and check it out, take you with us today. We started on the Canopy walk, which is what we're on now, and it's beautiful already. I'm beginning to see like some of the stuff that we love in the rainforest in Singapore is just to look through the greenery and to be able to spot some cool stuff. And we could see some waterfalls already. We could see some hides. It looks like there's like animal hides or bird hides here as well, which is really great. It feels very natural, and yeah, it feels very much like our sort of environment that we love. We're looking forward to exploring some more and seeing some animals, obviously. One of the things I am really loving about this is the sound of running water right next to me as I walk. There are a few places in Singapore where the water runs like this, but it's not easy to get down to it and it's kind of sludgy, and yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just not the thing that's done here, but to have it here, it feels very fresh. It feels very wild, and I love it.
I found some things on the log and it's all curled up.
We've been walking through what's called the trek, and it does feel a bit like that because there's stones underfoot. You have to be careful of your footing, and then we've come up these steps, and this is the first open view we've got, which is beautiful. There's water, there's like rocky mountains, which is really lovely, something that we miss, so having this view is really lovely. And it's the first sighting of monkeys. They're just kind of sat there. There's no cages, they're just in the trees, which is one of the features of the zoo that I really love. It does really feel very natural, like we're just seeing them in their natural habitat. There's also behind on the, I think it's the apex wall, you can climb that, which looks awesome. You have harnesses and you clip up and you can climb and things like that, which looks really fun. I think we would love to try that another day, but we're going to carry on. Aspen says that there's a great spot of the monkeys further up as we go around, so yeah, we're going to keep exploring.
At this point, I'd say they've done a really good job of making it just feel like a wild rainforest. It does feel a little bit like we're wandering through one of the rainforests of Singapore, one of the national parks here. And I think what's lovely about it is that there are extra little exhibits. I mean, we have just seen those monkeys, which is brilliant, but I'm hoping to be able to see a little bit more as the day goes by. Otherwise, it does feel a little bit like a wander through McRitchie. Although the monkeys here don't attack you and try to get your food, which is quite helpful. Okay, so we have just entered the rainforest floor, and a little bit earlier walking through that bit, it was actually really packed. We've got a lot of visitors today, which is great for the park. Not great for me, who wanted to just kind of be excluded into this little jungle area today. But the rainforest floor hopefully is going to be teeming with life on the floor. They have gates that they want you to stop and close so that you make sure that no wildlife gets out. So that would suggest that at least in future, if not today, there's going to be plenty of wildlife here.
Yeah, this one's also boardwalk, so it's accessible for buggies, because the other walk you wouldn't get a buggy around that at all. You have to be quite sure-footed around there. So the idea of this one is so that you see the things that would you typically find on the floor. So there's some little deers here, which are usually quite shy and it's a little bit noisy. So yeah, we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled and see what we can see while we're in here.
We were just saying that we think that these deer may not be so active at the moment because there's a lot of people around, but just through an opening in the bushes we can see a little family hanging out. We're just enjoying some of the walks here. It is a really busy day, I have to say. I love that the zoo have managed to get a load of different people to come in and check it out today. But on a selfish note, one of the things I love about nature, I think, is the solitude. And we haven't experienced much of it today. What I will say is lovely is the way that they have planted everything, the way that they have placed wonderful pathways all the way through. It does feel like we're on a rainforest walk, as I think I mentioned earlier. There's some other activities and some animals here that we've not yet seen that we're looking forward to. I've heard that the elusive tiger is here. It is elusive so far, I've not been able to spot it. And there are some other activities, including like some sort of jumping off a really high rock thing, which we're going to explore in just a moment too, hopefully.
We are at the Canopy jump where you can climb upstairs and then you have a harness and you step off the edge and drop down into I don't know what.
To my surprise, Millie's not going to do this one. I know she's a bit edgy about heights and stuff, but I don't think she would not want to do this one, but it's absolutely fine. We actually have to go all the way up to sign a waiver form, come all the way back down to get harnessed up, and then go all the way back up again. So we're heading over to sign a waiver form, which basically means if we die, it's not their fault.
And John T have gone out, they've got their harnesses on. I'm sitting this one out. We did it over in Sentosa and I couldn't jump. The guy had to push me off the top. So I'm going to be videographer today for this. They are heading up to the top. I think there's about 5 people in front of them. Haven't got that long a wait. You can stand all around and watch everybody jump, which is quite nice. I'm feeling nervous for them. I can feel my heart going. I'm glad I've got my feet on the solid ground, not jumping off that thing.
Like you fell. Great job, Aspen. Was it fun? Okay, so first when I went on, I felt really confident, but when I got up there, it was a bit high, so I was like, ooh. But then when I went in, it wasn't actually that scary. So when you open the gate, it's like 20-meter drop. But the first part, like the first second, it's like you're just falling, but then you get caught on the zippy thing. So when I went up and I saw how far I was up, I was really scared. And then when she was counting, I was almost gonna not jump, but then I jumped.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Same, I want to do it again today.
Let's go after lunch.
That was mega. It's a lot of fun to do stuff like that, and it's great. I was so proud of the kids to be able to see just how brave they were and how quickly they were ready to jump off, no hesitation, ready to go. And so I think we've done a good job with two brave and adventurous kids. So they deserve some lunch, so we're gonna go eat.
Sentinel food hall. It's a similar layout to the one that you can find at the zoo and the River Wonders, so we kind of know what we're doing. You go and order your food, you get a buzzer, you can go and pick up your drinks. Yeah, so we're very happy to be sitting in here with a bit of AC inside, which is really cool. They've put one of the big snake enclosures in here, which is pretty novel. Yeah, so we're going to wait for our food before we go and explore a little bit more of the park. It's not a bad size actually, for $16, is it? I've got the nasi lemak, which has got a great big piece of chicken, which I'm happy about because I'm actually feeling really hungry after walking around. Achar and the pandan rice, which is great. Jonty's gone for pad thai, the kids have gone for chicken rice. There's kids portions here as well, and like I said, loads of different choice, so there's something to suit everybody here. But yeah, we don't want to spend too long here because we want to go and find some more animals and see what other nature trails are here.
We have just come out of lunch and we have experienced a lot of rainforest so far, but not as much wild, but I think that's to come. We are looking for langurs, which are new to this area as far as we know, not been brought to Singapore before.
No.
And some tigers as well, so let's go. We are in the section called the Canopy, and we've just realised that we've been on the forest floor and we're now in the Canopy, so we're realising we're at different levels of the rainforest. And so here in the Canopy we're hoping to be able to see some sort of apes other than my kids, so let's see what we can find.
They all have white tail. Oh, okay, good.
The lovely staff here at Mandai have just told me that the langurs that we saw, the Duke langurs, are the only species that are in this area at the moment. They're introducing them bit by bit to make sure that they are healthy and happy, and so they're saying the timeline's not actually placed by the people and the humans and our expectations, the timeline's placed on the animals and how well they settle, which I think is brilliant. And if you needed another reason to come back and explore this place, that's another one, to be able to see more wildlife and more species in the time to come. We are now in search for the tiger enclosure, and we're very much looking forward to seeing them. Yeah, we're really enjoying it now. The crowds have died down a little bit. I think everybody's gone to have lunch, and maybe those big groups and tour groups, school groups that were here for just the morning, I think have headed off now. And so the park has died down, it's calmed down, it is peaceful, it's beautiful. Really looking forward to seeing those tigers.
This is tiger territory. The tigers have been moved over from Singapore Zoo, which is Really cool. They have an amazing, huge space here as well. So we're going to see if we can spot them. I can hear water going. There's a nice breeze up on here as well. So yeah, let's go see if we can find the tigers.
As Millie said, we're at the tiger enclosure now, and I've just been spending the last few minutes just peering over this down at the tiger. There are two here. They are the cubs of the ones that are at night safari or the ones that are at the zoo. They did move the ones at the safari and the zoo around a little bit, but yeah, these are the cubs, which is awesome, and we got such a great view. There's one just hanging out in the shade, having a great time, chilling out, and I've just been here just watching it and just taking it in. It's so majestic, so big. What an incredible experience to be able to be here and check this beautiful tiger out. One of the staff has just scooped us up and is taking us to another bit that we've been told we must see, but down here is the most inviting pool. The water cascades down this waterfall and it just spills all out into the tiger enclosure, which is awesome. Obviously I don't think I really want to get in there and have a swim with the tigers, but it still looks pretty inviting, to be honest.
What is it? I found a sunbear. Wait, the food is frozen, so it keeps it cool.
God, they move quite quickly. Yeah.
The upper and lower river walks have so far been my favourite. You walk over these boulders through like a little river waterfall and it really feels like you're somewhere deep inside the rainforest, which is cool. And then they've got all these other little tracks that you can come off, and we popped off one of the tracks to see the tapir, which is pretty cool. We saw a sun bear through one of the other ones, and there's the watering hole cafe here, which is open all day, and it overlooks the tapir. I'd say enclosure. It's not enclosured at all. I guess this is habitat. It was just soaking in the water and now having a bite to eat. So yeah, there's loads of little like off trails as well, so it's definitely worth exploring those.
Step down. Careful, it's very bouncy, yeah?
Daddy, jump!
Let me just clean this. Whoa. I think I might just need to sit down. Okay, Aspen, while we bounce. Milo, you got to keep us bouncing. Aspen, you got to tell us what's good about this bit while Milo keeps us bouncing. Go, keep us bouncing.
If you go in the middle, then...
Careful, careful. Okay,
if
keep
you
going.
go in the middle, then it's way bouncer because it's more stringy.
Okay, and then?
Sure.
What else? What else? What else is good about this place?
I have no idea.
Well, did you know that down here, underneath us, if we lie down like this, lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down while we bounce. Whoa! Underneath us is actually a habitat. And sometimes if you look down, you might be able to see some creatures.
Wait, what?
It's true.
What?
There's a real habitat underneath us. Ooh. Ready? Okay, go. Stop screaming. More bouncy. Can't handle it. Let's go, babe.
Mommy, you wanna go for the ride?
Ready? Feet up.
Hi!
One of the ladies from the PR company who invited us here for today actually has bumped into us. Her name is Seihua. She's awesome. She's become like a private tour guide for us, which has been amazing because now we don't look around wondering where to go. She just takes us to where we need to go, which is awesome. We've arrived at the caverns, which is a huge cave, which looks fantastic. We're going to go, and actually the rest of the family have gone in. I just stayed out here to let you know that we found some watering holes for ourselves. Near the bathrooms and all these places there are water fill-up stations, and so we've filled up all of our bottles. We're ready to go.
Bunch of them in the corners.
Do you like these?
Yeah, they're kind of cute.
Did you get some for home?
Yeah. We just finished our leftovers. So this rock right behind me, it looks like a bear's face, but like made out of rock.
I was just going to say, I think the last time Millie and I went into a real cave in Yorkshire in the north of England, she was like 8 months pregnant with us then. And the guys who were running the cave were really shocked, really concerned that she was going to start to give birth in the middle of this cave. We went pretty deep in as well. But anyway, there's no chance of that happening today. I can't quite believe that they've done this here. Like, it really does feel like we're in a real cave. The whole place is cooler. It is expansive. I mean, look up here. Everything is artificial. Even the stalactites are dripping with water like they would in a real cave. But I don't know where the water source is coming from. It's obviously not seeping through the rock above like it would do in a normal cave. I just find this absolutely fascinating that this is completely artificial. There's like little pools of water. It's the extent that they've gone to making this place seem realistic is unbelievable. You guys have to come out and check this out. Seihua was just telling me that actually these caves have been modelled on the Mulu caves in Sarawak. The team actually went all the way over there and 3D scanned everything and recreated them right here, which is probably why it looks so realistic. I still just find it incredible, like the sounds in here, just the way that everything is, it really does feel like we're in some real caves, which is just bizarre to think we're just here in Mandai. That cave system is surreal to be in there. It's cold, it's air conditioned, but it feels like how it would do in a real cave. Like I said, it's like the rocks are wet, they're dripping, except it doesn't take millennia for the water to seep through the rocks and finally come down through the stalactites. It's actually just on a tap of some sort, which is just incredible. Anyway, in my opinion, it rocks. We'll see in a bit.
We're waiting to go into the critter crawl. What is really nice about it is you get to go like an experience of proper caving, so we've got to put hard hats on. I think there is crawling involved. I've heard there's cockroaches in there and things. There's not a lot where you can see what's inside, which I really like actually. It gives that anticipation of if you were going real caving. So yeah, we're just going to wait our turn and then we can head in.
We're in on the critter crawl, but we're not allowed to use our cameras, so we've got our phones and we've got GoPro, so we'll still be able to show you some stuff. Oh, very nice. Helmets are on, we've been sent through to the next little bit, we're ready to go. It's dark up there, it's going to be fun. Okay, we're off. It is dark. My torch, there we go, was pointing down, now it's pointing across. You can see where we're headed now, which is great.
Ooh, it's cool. You really do have to duck. Quack. Hey! You don't like dark places? Oh, well.
There we go, pointing down, now it's pointing across.
Tilt your light up, John. Hey, there we go. Tilt your light a little bit. How is it? Scary. Yeah, very real life.
Hello,
Yeah. Oh, bust his head. Can you go down? Wait, it's a slippery bit.
We have just finished the critter crawl.
Yeah.
Critical. It was critical.
Yeah, it was really fun. It's a really fun novelty thing. I think if you're coming with younger kids, it's really fun to give them a little taste of what being in a cave is like, wearing the hard hat. Yeah, I think it's really
fun.
sweet. Yeah,
And they had some little cockroaches in there that we had to explore too.
they did.
It was great.
They're behind glass, but it just gives a nice, a little fun thing to do here. Which,
By the way, we once had a giant cockroach the size of my hand, that might be a slight exaggeration. We opened the aircon one night and there it was, just glaring at us.
Terrifying.
We've got a video of it, you should check it out.
We do, but enough of cockroaches. I think we might have seen
Most of the stuff?
most of the stuff here, so we're just going to check the map, see what else there is to see. It's a little bit cooler now, which is nice. It's quietened down in the park as well, but there's still an excited buzz around. So
And I'm in the mood for nice coffee.
Yeah, well, let's go see what we need to see what's left.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. We're actually on our way out of the shop, but I just thought I had to show you this because it's absolutely brilliant. They could have so easily just made a regular shop with normal walls and normal ceilings, but they've kind of built in a shop into a space that could so easily have been like another cave. And I know that in cave parks and whatever, they would have created their space or their shops within places like this. And I just think it's so smart. It adds to the whole experience, makes you feel like you really are in a cave system. I just think it's amazing. So yeah, this is great. Aspen's off to a birthday party in a moment, so she's choosing a birthday present for her friend from here. That was such a beautiful day. I think it took me a little while to get into the concept of this park, but now that I have, I realise that it really is its own unique thing. It's not like any of the other Mandai zoos. It's got its own beautiful idea, which is that it's like a rainforest and you go in and you get to spot things that are rare that you don't normally get here in Singapore. I think the caves were just outstanding.
Yeah,
the food was pretty good as well, to be honest. So it's been an absolute win of a day.
Yeah, to come and explore like the rainforest as a whole. You're not just coming to look at animals in the rainforest, you're experiencing the plants, the nature, what it feels like to go through a cave, what it feels like to walk over massive stepping stones over little rivers and spot the animals as you go. I think that's the different shift we kind of had. Like, you're not coming to a zoo, you're coming to the rainforest as a whole, which is very, very clever.
Yeah, and I think here in Singapore we have got a depth of rainforest, but because it's so well boardwalk to make sure that we don't disturb the nature. I think it's done here so well so that you can experience the nature in a way that you can't really in Singapore. And so for the locals, I would say this is such a great experience, a realistic experience of what it is like in the real rainforest, like we've experienced in a few of the other Southeast Asian countries around the place. I just think it's awesome.
Yeah, and there's some extra ticketed things that you saw us doing as well, like you can do the jumping things, there's the little nets you can go on, some of it's ticketed, some of it's not, but we'll put the link below so you can have a look at it. So there's other things for kids to do as well as you're going around, which just adds another fun element to it.
And it's great for parents to have tactics for your kids, right? So like, you know, you could say to them, if you're amazing and you behave really well, then we can do this thing at the end. That's a really, really great thing. But also for the kids, it's a completely different set of core memories that they're going to unlock coming here, and I love that.
And so like to push the boundaries of like what you're physically able to do, like jumping off that thing. What do they call it?
It would be a big physical
I've
feat
done it
of
before
pushing your
and I didn't like it, so my boundary is set on the floor. But to be able to like try that, experience that, wow, the first time I did one of these was here. So yeah, a really beautiful day. We've been here for a really long time and I feel like I could spend more time here.
It's true.
I am definitely looking forward to coming back. So yeah, it's open in March.
March 12th.
Come and check it out.
Come and check it out. We'll be here. Maybe we'll bump into some of you. We bumped into some of you at Sisters Island the other day after we'd done our video there as well, which is great. So we do return to places, we don't always show it, but we love meeting you, so do come say hi. Make sure you write some comments down below. Make sure you share it with your friends. We'll catch you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.